Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and Joe in the middle. How is everyone doing? I was right, huh?
In the middle, like
I was right, huh? Got smashed.
Who?
Leeds?
Did they?
Did they? Did they get smashed, huh? They
I
didn't.
don't remember. I've
They
slept
didn't.
since then, mate.
I know. I was on the watch along.
Yeah, I
You
know.
were
I
like,
saw
well,
you.
we're playing good. You're playing good in the first half.
15
But-
minutes we got. 15 minutes we were all right.
You're all right. You almost scored. David Raya came up with the save, but then the floodgates opened. You know, Gyökeres happened, and Timber and corners FC happened again and again and again. Big up everybody that is here. Hit that like button on your way in. Martin is going to be a little bit late, but listen, we got Fawzi here, we got Winter Sefer, we got Topes, and we got the man, the one and only. To be honest, Joe, I'm just so happy to see you with us, Joe. You just don't understand.
Why?
Yeah, you're just a good guy. You're just one of
Thank
these
you, mate.
good guys.
Thank you,
Good
mate.
content creator. Your watch-alongs are top-notch when you're standing and you're like anxious and you're jumping up and down. And like they're
Yeah.
amazing. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Just Joe Football
Please
Show,
do.
Please go ahead and do, because listen, Joe did watch-alongs for Man United yesterday. You were so happy when Fulham scored as well.
Do you know what, though? It's a madness because the way Man United fans went on after they played well in that first game, right? They played well in that first game. You'd almost go on like they got all 3 points against Arsenal the week before. And then they go to Fulham and they draw. And they were also good for about 5 minutes at the start. They looked really good. And then yeah, just...
You know what the problem with me is? I missed the first 10 minutes of the game.
Oh, okay. They were quite
And then
good in that moment.
And then I come back and Man United are dog shit. And then everybody's saying, oh, they missed a lot of chances. And I'm like, this is dog shit football. You know, this is dog shit football. But big up, guys. Can we get the likes up? We've got 500 people in the house. We're just starting the show. So hit that like button, people. Come on. War tonight between Liverpool and Newcastle. And I think before we go on to anything, guys, I want to start there. The Isak Derby, let's call it this way. The Isak Derby tonight, bro. Like, it's fucking weird. We know that Arsenal won the FA Cup, plus they won against Leeds.
I like that, the Eze Cup.
It's the North. It's not, instead of the North London Derby, it's the Eze Derby now. Arsenal won the Eze Derby, of course. So big up everybody that is here. And let me just do this. Thank you so much, Akia, for the super chat. Appreciate you all the way from South Africa. Big up, my man. Guys, we're on the way to 45K. We're just very close actually to 42,000 subscribers. So hit that like button, subscribe if you are new here. I want to start with the Liverpool thing, to be honest. I want to start with the game. How do people see the game tonight? Does anybody see Liverpool winning, to be honest, in any world?
Yeah, of course. I think we're gonna do it right, man. You know, that's too much emotions coming from one side, if you know what I mean, guys. When there's too much emotions coming from the other team, and this team has got nothing to do with, you know, how the other fan base is feeling. It could listen. There could be cards early in the game, and it will stop probably Newcastle from playing their game as well. So McAllister's not coming today for some reason. They
what?
Said, yeah, he's not traveling today.
His missus is about to give birth.
Yeah, so that's one player.
You guys, your midfielders got freaky 9 months ago because Gravenberch missed the first game because of that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so I think like with less pressure on Liverpool playing and more pressure on Newcastle, the way, you know, they're dealing with the Isak situation, we could actually come through this game better than Newcastle, in my opinion, anyway. Because I said it like, you know, it's only coming from one side, all this commotions, and not enough people are giving Liverpool, you know, credit in regards to the way we're handling the situation, because everybody's like saying we're unsettling the player, but it's nothing to do with us. Like we came in and asked about the player club to club. They refused. We haven't come back since. So we did our bit. I mean, that's it.
I'm not gonna get involved. Okay, I was listening. Okay, I'm just gonna say my piece.
Go on.
And then we'll move on from there, okay?
Okay.
I was listening to The Guardian yesterday. A Sunderland supporter hates Newcastle. I don't know if you guys know who Barry Glendenning is, who has been doing The Guardian podcast since 2005. This is one of the podcasts that actually made me want to do football YouTube and podcasts and stuff like this. I never knew about podcasts. My first podcast to listen to them and Rumble. You guys know the Rumble thing? The
Football Rumble.
Football Rumble. These are the two things that I listen to. And he said something very... He's unbiased. Why? Because he hates Newcastle. So definitely, you know, when he's going to say an opinion...
Football Rumble.
It's, I think, Football Rumble. What happened? Why am I hearing the sound again?
Same, right? Every so often, my voice repeats. It did it earlier.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what is going on, to be honest with you.
But I'm Rumble.
Yeah, and I was listening to him, and he said something on that. And it was Thursday. It was before the weekend, and he said, "Listen, all we know is that even though they wanted Isak, they were willing for Isak to go. They put the 150 million to push teams away." By Liverpool, he said that he thinks that Liverpool putting the bid of 110 million, basically what they did, they knew it was going to get rejected. But it was unsettling for the player and the club. And he said that if Liverpool put a realistic bid for 130, for example, say, get the ball rolling, 130 is 20 million below what Newcastle won. Even though it might not be the valuation, might have had a different situation. But Liverpool ruling this, and I don't think it's wrong. Liverpool can do whatever they want. They can put a bid of 80 million. But what they did, knowing that the player is going to throw a tantrum, right? It's actually unsettling a little bit. And it made the player throw a tantrum. And he said that even though I don't like Newcastle, and I don't want to see Isak play for them, if that happens to my club, I'll be upset. Because you're putting that low ball of a bid, it is kind of upsetting for the fan base as well. But anyway, this is what he said. And I kind of like...
I'm sure like the player was already unsettled before Liverpool made that bid. Am I wrong here, or the message came from out of Newcastle before Liverpool?
No, but no one. Okay, so here is the problem: the player was unsettled, but no one was in for him. Like there was no one. Like, okay, you can be unsettled, you can explore your options, and the team can say your options are you're gonna leave for 150 if we sign 2 strikers. If you bring us 150 or something close to this, we're gonna sit at the table. But Liverpool submitting the 110 million unsettled him more. He's like, okay, here we go. This is the money. And now the news are coming out that he was under the impression that he would leave for 100 million.
Yes, that's what they said.
Like who told him
he
this?
agreed, apparently. That's what they said. He agreed that, yeah.
Why do people think that I'm trying to rattle Liverpool fans? And I'm not at all. Wallah al-Azim, I'm not at all. I am just trying to say what I think, and just journalists say stuff, and I'm not. I'm not trying
yeah,
to
but don't
unsettle
expect
anybody.
150. Liverpool ain't gonna go that far, man. That's too much money for a player like that, in my opinion. I don't even know he's worth 130, maybe 120 most. That's about as far as I go for Isak. But if they think Liverpool's gonna come in for 150, I don't think it's gonna happen.
We're talking about a market where it's like probably the scarcest market in all of football.
Yes.
Top rated number 9, guaranteed goal scoring in the Premier League. Adding that to your squad, 150 million, that's cheap. That's cheap. You should be charged 150 million straight up cash. No add-ons, whatever.
You look at the player's age and his injury record, the winter so far. You got to look into that as well, bro. I mean, like, he's not a young guy. I understand if he's 22 and he's banging in goals, you know, in the last couple of seasons, but like this is 5 to 6 years max. I think.
But we know football.
I mean, you're not going to pay 150 for 500 to 600.
But we know football works in cycles, right? It works in cycles now.
Do you from the winter stuff? Let me ask a question. Do you think he's worth 150?
Yes, I do. In this market, I do.
Okay, by the way, I'm just going to tell you something. This window, only fan base that don't believe that it's worth 150 are Liverpool fans. Everyone else, it's astonishing to me that they think that the world is against them. Like against Liverpool Football Club, and I'm like, it's not. Nobody's against you.
Let me
like Chelsea and Liverpool are rivals. Arsenal are not rivals with Liverpool. Yes, they are in the title race and all the stuff. But everyone else, what about all the other ones? Joe is not a rival for Liverpool. He doesn't hate Liverpool.
We saw Sesko go for half of that, and he's not even half the player that Isak is. Do you know what I mean? So I'm saying the market.
Wintersoft, you're talking about a market. I'm talking about in general. Do you think he's really worth it?
No, but the market dictates the values of football players. For example,
if we're being honest, no one's worth 150. No one's worth 100.
Actually, that is wrong. You know why that is wrong? Because that word, no one is worth 150. No one is worth 100. That is not us to dictate. If Arsenal paid 100 million for Rice, if Chelsea paid 105 for Caicedo, basically Baleba is 100 million because Baleba played 1 season at Brighton. Caicedo played 1.5 season, if I'm not mistaken, at Brighton. They sold him for 105. They think he's the same worth. It is up to Brighton to tell Man United, listen, we sold Caicedo for that money for Chelsea. If you want to take our Joe, you have to pay the 105 similar to our 100 million similar to Caicedo. The market dictates what the value is. It's not us.
It's also a seller's market. It's not a buyer's market. It's a seller's market. Because all the clubs, especially Premier League clubs, are rich as hell. Even the middle to lower, they're just rich as hell. They can afford to put price. That's why the average price now for a player is 55 million. No matter what you think of them, no matter what you rate them as, the club are going to put 50 to 55 million as an average. Look at Tyler Diblin's going to Everton, what, 45 million plus 5 or something? For what? Because he's talented and he's injured.
But I want to go about the game today and how. Forget that Isak situation. Guys, can we get the likes up, people? Hit that like button, people. Come on. We need to get to 300 likes. Come on now. The game tonight, how do we think it's going? You guys are going to defend? You guys are going to attack? Who's going to be... They're going to be fired up.
Yeah, so I've said for a few days now, I think Newcastle win the game. Just because of the emotion that's attached to it. I do think they're going to run all over them. I guess my only downside from that is that Gordon's probably going to start in the 9, which isn't ideal. They obviously don't rate. Is it Osalu? Yeah. I don't think he's of the level, is he? So it's probably going to be Gordon. But listen, I know people probably don't think, oh, well, emotion, but football is about emotion, right? You know, I do believe Newcastle will be going onto that pitch. I think the atmosphere is going to be a bear pit. The fact that it's a Monday night under the lights at St. James's, I just think everything. I may be wrong, but I just got a feeling that Newcastle will win. I think that midfield, especially if McAllister's out, that's a bit of a worry. Like, who plays in midfield? You know, will it be Szoboszlai? Who's going to go at right back? Is it Gomez, I assume?
If he's fit,
yeah. So
Thingy's out. Frimpong's out as well.
Frimpong's out. Yeah. So bar missing the striker, Newcastle will be at full tilt. And if we believe what we've read about there being civil war and stuff, and listen, we've heard the we've heard the interviews of Gordon and Dan Burn, and it is affecting them, and they are pissed. So I do think there'll be a lot on this. So yeah, I think Newcastle will win the game.
Does that tell us anything about Liverpool if they don't win today?
No.
I think it's too early, to be honest with you. I
Yeah.
think when you look at obviously how teams have started when it comes to obviously Manchester City, Arsenal, when you look at the first couple of games, I feel like everyone's kind of feeling each other out still. People are still getting new players in. People are still trying to work with other players as well. But yeah, I agree with Joe. I think in terms of Newcastle, the cauldron, we all know how their fans can get up for it. Any kind of flying tackle, any kind of interaction with any of the players is going to get a massive cheer. I think it's definitely going to be a hostile takeover in terms of atmosphere-wise. I think this might be the most kind of ferocious game since probably the Spurs versus Chelsea game, the battle at the bridge, when flying tackles were coming in everywhere and there's yellow cards and stuff like that. I think it's got potential to be that kind of, this is it, man. Knock out heavyweight football. I think it's got definitely a situation where that could be the case as well. I think potentially I can see it being a draw. I feel like the fact that Newcastle haven't got that striker, you kind of worry how many goals can they score. We all know that Liverpool have got an excellent kind of attack as well. But again, missing obviously McAllister is a massive blow. That midfield structure with him, Szoboszlai, and obviously Gravenberch, that was key for them winning the title last year. You take one of those out, they might not look the same, as well as obviously Frimpong being injured with Bradley as well. So yeah, I think potentially I could see it being like a 2-2 kind of draw, loads of goals here and there, but them kind of just cancelling each other out. But I'm looking forward to the game. I think it's going to be a hostile atmosphere. The Isak thing just kind of umps up the atmosphere even more. And who knows what actually comes out after the game? Are we going to get some updates about Isak potentially going to Liverpool or whatever? That adds a little bit of spice to it as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good attacking game, and I think it will be a draw if I'm being honest. So, yeah.
It's going to be a baptism of fire as well for some of the new boys still. They're still feeling them, bedding in. The likes of Wirtz, even Gyökeres has looked a bit shaky.
Wirtz versus Gyökeres.
Joe Linton versus Wirtz. That's scary times.
That's something, isn't it? That is something.
Salah hasn't looked great. I know it's only two games.
It's one game, Joe.
No, 2 games. I know. I'm just saying.
He's done this in the past,
just
bro.
Bullshit.
I'm just saying he hasn't.
Why do you have an agenda against Egyptians? What do you hate Egyptians? Do you hate Egyptians? What Egyptians did to you?
Nothing, man. I like
it's kind of weird, isn't it? Like people judging players in one game. One game, guys. Like, but it's not just you, bro. It's like it's just in general. Like I'm seeing every single time, like people judging teams in one game. Like
games.
It's not one game doesn't determine anything. It's the beginning of the season. It's like you guys said when you was talking. It's 2 halves of the season, isn't it? The first half is, people finding themselves playing expansive football, seeing what football suits them to the second part of the season. That's how football is. And the second half of the season is going to be more tighter. Teams are going to be shutting up shop, and we have to find a way to open them up and win the games. That's how it is. It's always been like that. But judging Mo in one game, it doesn't make any sense, man. And everybody's talking about.
I want to tell you something, Joe. By the way, you're not the only one who's saying that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, man.
There's a lot of people that are saying. But to be honest with you guys, there are legs to this. Wirtz, Ekitike, Gakpo are forming something on that left. So Salah is kind of isolated, and he doesn't have Trent. He doesn't have Trent to play with him. Right? He doesn't have anybody to pass to. Like,
and not only that, Mo, he's gonna have different fullbacks all the time now because these guys are getting
injured. And you might get Gehi as well. We know that you can play 3 at the back. There is gonna be change of formation. So Salah's worry is something that is there, but that's why Liverpool are going in for Isak. That's why Liverpool have Wirtz. That's why there is Ekitike. You know what I mean? But
he better score tonight now, lads. Otherwise, I'll be back and I'll be saying, that's now 3 games. That's now 3 games.
Pressure's on.
But to be honest with you, Joe, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay. Salah always comes clutch, regardless of what we say. 9 seasons or 8 seasons now. The least GA he had is 27. His average is 32. And I think that is mad, actually, for a player like this. Mad, 32. So he always comes clutch. You know what I mean? However, there is something that people are missing here. Liverpool fans, because they talk about them winning the league last season and, we were ahead of and shoulders above everybody. But Salah had 47 GA. That doesn't happen often. You don't get that every day, and you don't get that every season. The others have to test up, right? Like that is like, and if you don't have depth up front, who's gonna play? If Isak is out, and Liverpool don't get Isak, where do they go from here? They get Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Who do you get?
Yeah, we do need like reinforcements at the front. I mean, we lost a few. I mean, rest in peace, Diogo Jota. We lost Nunes, Diaz. I mean, and we haven't even like got any replacements. It is worrying signs at the moment. But we've got a week. I think week today, innit? The transfer window closes. So at 7 o'clock, it's not even 11 o'clock anymore. So yeah, we need to work. We need to work on something. I'm getting frustrated, guys, as well. Like the team does need help. If we're going to go into the season with this team, it's going to be difficult to win the league. To be fair, guys, I'm even admitting it.
How many attacking signings do you want to come in? Is it just the Isak one, and then you think you're done, or do you want another one after that?
We still need a left, obviously, someone on the left. I know everybody wants the youngster Rio, to be playing there this season with Gakpo, but I think it's too early for him. I don't want to. Listen, I've seen Dan's. Everybody used to brag about Dan's doing great, and last season he had one bad game against PSV, and everybody turned on him. So I don't want to see that with the young Rio. Let him develop as a player, and then we'll, see in the next couple of seasons if he could make it in the first team. That's how I see it. Yeah. But yeah, we still need a left-sided player and to replace Diaz, and we still need another striker to back up Salah and Ekitike. So we need 2 on that side and a centre back. I could wait for the DM for next season to be a marquee signing as well, because you got a whole season to look for a DM, don't you? So that can suit our play, if you know what I mean, guys.
Yeah. Omar here is responding to Joe and saying emotions argument can be their downfall. By the way,
also yes, fair. I don't disagree.
By the way, I actually don't think that in football. I've never played football with emotions. You're always fired up. One of the things about football,
too fired up, can't you?
Yeah, get sent off.
It doesn't. Yeah, I get your point, but they're not gonna. Again, these are professional footballers. Like they're not gonna. Like people think that Bruno Guimaraes is gonna step on the pitch, just punch Verts in the face. That doesn't happen. it's like kick off, and then you're. However, we have seen it. You remember Havertz?
Yeah, Jorginho.
Rodri.
You punch Jorginho in the face. I remember.
No. Havertz and Rodri in the first kickoff. City and Arsenal when Havertz just ran into Rodri. Like that is too fired up. That is too fired up. But anyway, it is what it is. Like I actually think that today's game, I can't wait, to be honest. I want the game to be like in the next hour. I just want to watch it.
But Mo, guys, don't you think like there's a lot of emotions coming from the Newcastle side in this game? If you look at it, I know you guys are picking, some of you guys are picking Newcastle, but emotion that's
to
mess up
win
games. Yeah.
Okay, pound for pound, their team is as good as Liverpool at St. James's Park. I'm putting the home ground advantage, right? You don't have a right back. Your left back started very bad in the first game in Gyökeres. They don't have a striker, but their midfield is who has the stronger midfield? Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and Verts, or Newcastle?
Well, now McAllister is not there.
Now McAllister is out. Your catalyst basically is out. So, like. And we need to look at this from football.
It's an experiment.
The problem is we need to look at this from footballing perspective. Forget the emotions. Newcastle have a fucking good team.
Oh, they have. Yeah,
they're a good team. I don't like Elanga, but Anthony Gordon is good. Harvey Barnes is good. Jolin, like these guys are good. Livramento is one of the best fullbacks in the league. Right? They're good. They're not bad, and people just not looking at it in the right way, to be honest. That's what I think. Like, people are only going to talking about the emotions and the Isak. No one's talking about the football. No one's talking about Liverpool with no right back and left back. The left back is good, but again, he's.
We've got another left back there anyway, just in case. So
who's that?
We've got another left back there just in case, Robertson. So it's all right, man. It's not.
Have some shame and decorum. Respect yourself.
Okay. I'll calm down with that one.
I like Robertson, Steady Eddie last season, but come on now. Like again, it's Newcastle.
Listen, Gyökeres could have a blinder. You never know, man. You know what I mean? He's just getting used to the team.
No,
there's one thing playing for Bournemouth, and there's another thing playing for Liverpool.
I swear to God, Liverpool fans will hate me for this, right? You're one of the most rational people, Fawzi. And the panel Liverpool now, the fans, because they won the league, like they believe that Liverpool can do no wrong. Gyökeres, best left back in the league. This Verts is the best 10 in the league. Ekitike is amazing. Like Liverpool can do no wrong. Frimpong is gonna come amazing. I'm like, but there are it's fine. It's fine. Like just it's like not every player is the best player in the league. Like you don't have to.
What do you want me to sit here and just say shit everything? I'm not gonna say that. I'm like, come on, guys.
But I never.
I'm gonna praise my players. You know what I mean?
But I never said that. The problem is Liverpool fans are doing the Arsenal thing.
Are we?
Oh, right.
I must
Don't count me in this. I'm reasonable.
He was quiet. He was quiet. Now you look what you did to him.
To be honest, but anyway, listen. This is. I want to move on to the. We're gonna get more into the Arsenal game and Gyökeres and all that stuff. People are still doubting Gyökeres, even after the first game. They say he had one pass in the first half, doesn't link up the play. And how did you review Arsenal in the first game?
Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic performance, if I'm being honest with you. I think in the first half, I think Leeds did very well in terms of how they set up. I don't think we actually had any kind of clear-cut chances apart from the corner we ended up scoring. And obviously, Leeds had the best chance of the game up until that point with their corner that they obviously Raya saved pretty well. But yeah, overall, I thought it was everything that you wanted apart from obviously the injuries to Odegaard and Saka happened, man. I've seen before the game, we all wanted Gyökeres to score. We thought it was a good opportunity. First, obviously, home game, home debut in the Premier League. Good opposition to obviously face off up against as well. And yeah, I think the way he took his first goal, that's something I've not really seen any kind of Arsenal forward do in a long while, man. Go to the obviously byline, cut it back into his right foot, take on two players, pull it into the bottom corner. I thought it was a very good finish. I was happy, obviously, Saka got onto the score sheet as well. Very good finish from him. And again, set piece again, ole. I mean, you know what it is? I think with the set pieces, I think when obviously people have a problem with it is when we're just relying on it, when that's the only way we can look to score. But when you kind of merge it in with obviously scoring from open play, I feel like it is a massive like good strength in your Arsenal to have, because again, two of the goals that we had, I think we definitely capitalized on obviously Leeds' poor record on defending set pieces with the two goals we got with obviously Timber. And then yeah, happy that Gyökeres got the penalty at the end as well to obviously double his tally. And I thought like Max Diamond had a very good cameo when he came on, 15 years of age, debut obviously in the Premier League. And yeah, he was a direct, he took on his fullback, he showed no fear, he was fearless, and he obviously won the penalty at the end. So very positive signs, man. And again, before the start of the game, we had Eze obviously announced as well. Obviously using the crowd watching the game as well. So like I said, man, apart from the two injuries with Saka and Odegaard, that was kind of a perfect afternoon. Beating obviously Leeds, going top of the league, clean sheet as well, goals via strikers. Goals
play devil's advocate?
Sorry?
Can I play devil's advocate?
Yeah, go on.
It's only Leeds. Same was said for Manchester City.
Listen, you see this? This is
disrespectful.
They honestly won this disrespect because they just won their first game against Everton. I know it was at home, but again,
no, Joe, I didn't mean it this way. I didn't mean it this way. Oh, we can't be hypocritical. When Man City won 4 against Wolves, people said it's only Wolves. But now Arsenal fan, isn't it? We did shows after the Man City game, and people said Joe is here in the National League. They said it's only Wolves. You cannot judge Man City based on Wolves. Right, Joe? Isn't that what people said?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, people said that. It's only Wolves. How can you judge Man City? And here we go, the second game. Look at them. Got smashed. But like Arsenal getting gassed over win against Leeds at home, with all due respect.
We didn't. Let's be honest as well. We didn't help the situation, man. The way we set up was all wrong. The striker that he selected was all wrong. I don't think Saliba and Gabriel will have an easier afternoon all day. We didn't try get. I mean, we in the first 25 minutes we managed to get James in behind Calafiori, which was an outright, and then we just couldn't get up the pitch. Arsenal's pressing was relentless. There's levels to this at the end of the day. Arsenal are a Champions League team. Leeds United have just come up. It was a rude awakening for the manager and for the squad. I felt we'd.
I don't like this Daniel Farke guy. I don't like him.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like him. I don't know.
Obviously, I like him, but yeah. Yeah, look.
Is he a good coach? Is he like a good coach?
Yeah, he's done a good job with this squad. Yeah, I mean,
in the championship, are you not making the same mistake, Joe? Are you not making the same mistake by keeping the same manager that got you up?
No.
We played 2 games, but the thing is, Joe, he doesn't change. He doesn't change.
Please don't talk about Norwich, though.
No. What I'm saying is he doesn't change the way he plays. Like, he doesn't learn from past mistakes. He just comes in with the same, formation, the same tactics. He does, mate. Because you can't concede 5 goals and say it's not true. It was the same in his previous club as well. He plays the same
so you're going to talk about Norwich
formation. Why can't he have a structure in place where it's just hard to beat as well at the same time, Joe?
Yeah.
Sorry to say that, mate, but I'm just.
No, well, I don't agree with you, but that's fine.
Yeah,
you'll see over the course of the season.
Yeah, I think we've been a bit too harsh on Leeds, sorry. Because again, if you would have said at the start of the season, would you get 3 points with Arsenal and Everton? Everyone would have took it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they've had a decent start. Arsenal are a hard team. And just to go back to obviously Judge Mo's point, it's only Leeds. Last year, when we faced Ipswich, we only beat them 1-0. Dreadful performance. We faced Southampton, we were 1-0 down, and we got back and won 3-1. And there were 2 promoted teams that we faced. So this is a massive improvement from that performance. I'm not saying, again, we're going to be amazing and all that, because against Liverpool, it's a massive test. And that's when you're really going to be judged away from home against one of the title, obviously, rivals, how we performed in that game. But for me, personally, watching as an Arsenal fan, I feel like it is a massive improvement from last year when we struggled to even create against these championship level sides at home. That was one of the criticisms people had of Arteta and Arsenal last year, that even in the games we won, we looked terrible. Like, we weren't scoring a plethora of goals. We were relying just solely on set pieces. At least with this game, we showed that we can actually score from open play as well as set pieces as well. But yeah, I think in terms of the Leeds manager, I think you definitely got to give him a bit of time in the Premier League. Yeah. It's only been 2 games. He's won one of the games. He's higher than Man United at the minute as well, by the way. He's got 3 points on the board. So I think you've got to wait to see how they do. And I think the key thing for Leeds is them winning points against teams that are going to be in and around them or just above them, like the Wolves, the West Hams, the Evertons, teams like that. The big teams, that's a bonus if you get a point, 2 points, especially away from home. No one's really expecting Leeds to get anything from the Emirates. So yeah, I think Leeds will be all right, to be honest with you. I was impressed with them in the first game in particular, how they actually performed. And I think if they can get more wins at home and get a couple of things away, then I think they'll be okay, to be honest.
Well, we've got Newcastle at home next, and I think we could get something. I do. So we'll see.
Okay. Can get something from Newcastle. Big up Tyler for sending the 30p. Thank you, Tyler, for the support. Empty super chat. Appreciate you, Tyler. W's, guys, for Tyler in the chat, guys, because this is just pure love and pure support. We got Martin here. Just doesn't have his camera on. Not working at the moment. He's just not working at the moment. But for Arsenal, anybody putting them like does anybody know what like Arsenal targeting a left back? Anybody know?
Hincapie. Well, obviously, what I'm hearing is that the fact that Kiwior is going to be on his way out to obviously Porto. I think it's a loan with an obligation to buy of £25 million, something like that. So I think it's going to be a like-for-like replacement. But my kind of hope is that us signing, this signing, because I've seen that he can play left back as well, that potentially Lewis Skelly can go back into his original position in midfield.
We all know that you need more defenders. We all know that.
Yeah, exactly, man. Arteta cannot go a window without buying some kind of defender of high kind of quality or high price tag, should I say. So, but yeah, that's kind of my hope with the whole signing, because again, for me, you look at the likes of Calafiori, he can be injury prone. That's not someone that you would say is a natural left back as well, and someone that you can't really rely on. Lewis Skelly's more of a midfielder, so I think we're also obviously swapping this guy in for Kiwior could potentially may be a massive indication that Lewis Skelly's going to have a more of an advanced role, which I want to see personally, because I think he's got the attributes that we actually lack in midfield. He's very good on the ball. He's got eye for a pass. He's very obviously strong as well. So I think potentially us bringing this signing in could obviously unlock some more opportunities for Lewis Skelly in midfield. But that's kind of the other reason I can really think. Otherwise, like you said, getting another defender where we're pretty much stacked doesn't really make too much sense. But
don't you want Lewis Skelly to grow as a fullback, like become?
Nah, you know what? I think defensively, again, it did very well. Don't get me wrong. He's 18. He did very well defensively for obviously his age. But I think naturally, to get the best out of him, I feel like we could use him in midfield, especially in certain games where we're struggling to break down low blocks. I think his ability to get past 2-3 players with his dribbling or with his passing is something that we definitely could need. I know he can do that inverting as a fullback, etc. as well. But I think in terms of like in the big games, for example, a lot of probably also fans, if we had all of our defenders fit, would probably pick maybe Ben right back and then Timber left back, because he's more obviously defensively solid in those kind of tough away games rather than trusting Lewis Skelly, who again obviously made a few mistakes last year, but it's understandable, not his position. He's 18. But I think he can develop as a good midfielder, if I'm being personally honest. I want to see him there anyway, because I don't think he's got a chance in the first team to play there, man.
Okay.
I like Arsenal. The problem with me is that do they have the like, can they go a whole season like this, playing good football and going attacking? Are they gonna go the whole season? Are we judging them too early? Saka now is injured. He's gonna come back soon. Odegaard in the middle. Eze is there. I believe actually the Arsenal will be favorites if Liverpool don't get Isak with Eze.
The thing that says that not is just because of the manager. That I feel like because Arteta doesn't have a history of winning the Premier League, you've got to go with the guy that obviously slots won the Premier League. And if they're going head to head, for me, I would always just back Liverpool still. I get what you're saying. Also, like I said before in your previous,
it's not about Liverpool starting 11. They don't have depth. That is the main problem for me. For
we discussed it
Liverpool.
earlier. We ain't got enough depth out front. That's the problem.
You don't have enough.
A couple of players get injured. We got enough. That's true.
They don't. I mean, currently they don't. Defensively as well, Konate and Van Dijk. They don't have Gay over the line yet. They don't. They don't. So Arsenal have enough depth in the middle, up top now, defense. They have enough depth.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, maybe. And if you, by the way, before I do Tevin's super chat, if your argument is the manager, that means you should believe, regardless of who Arsenal sign, you don't believe that they're gonna win. Like that means there is no conversation. You know what I mean? That means you don't believe that this manager is good at all. You know what I mean? Like, we should stop talking about it. Stop talking about Arsenal completely. Okay, this manager is never going to win the league. Same goes for Chelsea, by the way. When people tell, but Maresca's not going to take them anywhere. Okay, we should stop talking about Chelsea, regardless of who Chelsea sign, if João Pedro is going to shine, if Palmer is going to play. Okay, there's no conversation here. Arteta's not good enough to win the league. And I believe that is very lazy analysis, by the way. The people that come on shows, or the pundits, actually, because I heard podcasts, like professional pundits, and they say, oh yeah, but I don't think Arteta can get them over the line, can win them the league. Or the Champions League. Okay, you just, there's no argument. Because every manager that didn't win before was there. It's all about the signs. Is he a good manager? Can he coach a team to win football matches? Yes. And are their players good enough to win the league? Yes. A lot of these players will start for top teams in the world. Their defense is one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world currently.
The thing is, Bo, like, and obviously panel, say he doesn't win the league this season. Where do you guys go from there? Because I
don't want to have this argument, Fozzy. I'm sorry. I don't want to have this argument. This argument, okay. You know what? There will be pressure. We don't know the circumstances. We don't know what is going to happen, right? This argument is fine. What if Gyökeres gets injured, long-term injury, and now what's his name is out? And are we going to judge? Imagine if Liverpool finished third because Salah got injured and you couldn't sign Isak, or Van Dijk get injured. Should we just judge Arne Slot based on that and say he's a bad manager because he won it last season? Okay, great. Arteta
you always have to apply context.
But the difference is, like,
and Arteta didn't win it last season, and he bottled it. Okay, Arteta bottled it, didn't win. Is he a good coach, Fozzy?
We're talking about Arne Slot.
Arteta. Is he a good coach?
Is he a good coach? For the amount of years he's been there, I don't think so. Because the amount of money he spent, number one, the amount of players he's got, number two. I gotta be honest. Guys. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys, tell you guys he's the best coach I've ever seen in my life. He ain't one of the best coaches because he should be by now winning the league title. Why? 3 seasons, yeah. He faced Man City's worst ever team and he couldn't beat the first two. Couldn't beat them to the league title. Liverpool come out of nowhere and demolished the league last season. How can you tell me I'm going to sit here and say he's a good coach when they had 3 seasons to win a league and he couldn't do it? And not only that, guys, listen, I was all Arteta before until I heard the amount of money he spent on players. The guy spent $1 billion now. How much more do you have to spend to win a league? Arne Slot, first season, coming to Liverpool, won the league already. And not only that, won it by a counter. I can't judge Arne Slot on what's going to happen this season because we don't know what's going to happen because, these teams should get better by now. But as I said, with Arteta, he should be winning league titles by now. And you're telling me he's a good coach. Listen, you could say whatever you want, but that much money and that much, that many seasons not winning a league title, you can't say that's a good coach, man. Let's just be realistic here. Why are we sitting here saying he's a brilliant coach? Why?
No one said brilliant. It said good coach. You said
good. You added the brilliant to make your argument sound
brilliant. No. Sorry, good. Yeah, good. Maybe good, but but he should be winning the league by now, guys. Am I wrong in this or no?
No, but what if you? No, I don't think it's as simple as you must have won a league now. Like, the opposition is the opposition. It's not Arsenal playing Arsenal every weekend. Ultimately,
they're favourites every season, mate. They were favourites last season, right? Before ahead of Liverpool, right?
Yeah. So that doesn't mean it. The favourite doesn't always win in a horse race.
Yeah, but Joe, I think the context of where we were in the positions, and to be fair, he got us in that position. But when you're 8 points clear, and Man City obviously are breathing on your deck, and you're 2-0 up against Liverpool, 2-0 up against West Ham, where we're drawing or losing against Southampton, then people obviously are going to be disappointed when we don't go over the line. obviously the season after when we literally had to beat Aston Villa at home to go in front the first time in the season. We lose 2-0. And
is
then
that
we
not
don't
a
win the
player
title.
mentality issue though?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both, bro. I think it's a bit of both because again, I think you look at the manager, and again, you can obviously praise him when the players are doing very, very well, and that's obviously under his influences. But when they obviously don't have the kind of mental capacity to kind of handle the pressure, you've got to look at the manager as well in terms of what he's saying to them at halftime, before the game,
there you go, psychological factor. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I think it's all linked between the two. Like, I'm not saying that Arteta is a terrible coach. I think he's done a good job in terms of getting us from a certain point of obviously finishing 8th, not getting into the top 4, into the point where people now have an expectation of Arsenal to at least challenge for the league, never mind win it. But at the same time, it comes to a point where you have spent a lot of money. You have to start winning trophies. You can't go 5-6 years at a club like Arsenal and not win anything, especially with the money he's been given. I think I think this team is more than good enough to have won a FA Cup, League Cup, Europa League, etc. in the time he's been here. And there, when you're looking at the league, in terms of the trajectory and how much time he's been there, fantastic. He's got us to a certain point and got us consistently challenging. But it does come to a time where it's like, okay, this is going to be your season now to do it. Do you know what I mean? We can't just keep saying, next year and next year kind of thing.
Can I give you
sounds like Liverpool in the 90s, bro? You know, I mean, next year will be ours.
so if you finish a second with a huge points total, what are you going to sack him?
What would I sack him, or would do you think they're going to sack him?
Just in general, like
forget that question about the Kroenkes. We don't know what they're going to do. We're asking about your opinion.
Oh, my opinion. Yeah, I would personally, because
you've already sacked him, right?
Yeah.
If you're being honest. A lot of Arsenal fans are like this. I get it. Maybe it's because obviously you're used to winning a lot of things. I don't mind the guy. I think he's a good coach to take them from where he's took them up to now. It's not easy to manage at the elite level of football. So anyone doing it really he's of a certain level, and he's really took Arsenal forward. Look, they were favourites last year, and Arne Slot came and did a madness. They can't afford another season like that. But as long as they challenge, and look, I've said before, he has to do something. There's a way in which you lose. And, you know, Callum has said, but Joe, even when Liverpool lost them seasons against City, Klopp always took away something. So I hear that, right? So that is something that he needs to do. I think in the first couple of seasons that he was challenging for the league 22, 23, he did for a lot of the competitions because he was like, nah, let's get this league over the line. But now with the depth of squad that you've got and the window that you've had, then yes, of course, I agree. I don't think there are any excuses now, but I think, I think he's decent. And someone made a point in the chat, and I think I agree with it. If Arsenal was to leave, if Arteta was to leave Arsenal, within 6 months, he'd get another top job.
Yeah, I think he would,
Yeah, so he's not a bad manager.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he is. I just think.
No, I'm just saying. Like, putting it out.
No, but I'm only talking about the amount of money he's spent and how long he has been.
Yeah, managers spend money. Is what it is.
He should do better. That's what I'm saying. At least a cup. He even said a cup.
Money. So if Slot don't win out this year, is he a bad manager because you've spent money?
I'm not going to judge him on this season like that, mate. You know what I mean?
He's already won the Premier.
We won the Premier already. You know what I mean?
With no money. He already won it with no money.
He's won the Premier already, though, bro. He's spent.
Yeah, but
he's won it with nothing.
He spent money though, right? So if he doesn't,
listen, you could have one bad season. You could come back the next one even stronger. So I'm not going to. I'm mad about that. He's won me something I've been waiting for 30, what is it, like 5 years? You know what I mean? So, and not only that, to celebrate after 30 years. So I'm not going to argue with the manager for one season that he made a mistake in. I'll give him another chance. After he's had how many chances, and he still can't even produce a title, let alone an FA Cup or anything like that. So, there you go.
Yeah. I think, you could argue that wasn't his team. Let's see what he does with his team this year. Then.
Yeah,
and if he doesn't win, then what?
I think that's the thing, Joe. Like we've seen obviously before that he's not had a striker or he's not had this player or that player, but we're starting to get people in place now, like Gyökeres, now Eze as well, to help out Odegaard creativity wise. So I think, bro, we're kind of trying to fill up the squad, stack the squad. So even if we have got injuries,
Mikel Moreno up top, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's it, man. That's it. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what he does, man. But hopefully, he ends in silverware.
Sorry, just to give my final.
No, go ahead, because Joe here is proof that I'm not crazy. Wallah,
no, you're not, man. You're not.
Like people, because Joe, oh my God, people declipped me, and I'm like, They say Moyes crazy. I'm like, bro, I have no affiliation for fucking Arsenal. No affiliation with Mikel Arteta. I don't care about Arsenal. They're not my team. I don't even support the team in the Premier League. But because I'm saying he's a good coach, I'm deluded. Yes, he has to win and everything, and nobody's denying that. And he has to win the trophy. But I gotta look at sometimes I gotta look at context, which because I am actually, and I'm sorry, Joe, it happened to my club. I know that he spent a lot of money, but he spent a lot of money to build a team like this for you to reach a Champions League semi-final and to be competitive. Inzaghi took over a team that won the league from Antonio Conte, right? Bottled the league to Milan, then lost the league to Napoli. But during that, by the way, the first time he came second. Second year, he didn't even challenge, but he reached a Champions League final. We gave him a chance. He won the league after. I'm not saying that this can continue forever for Arsenal.
Can you say this more?
Let me just finish this point. I'm not going to say this should continue forever. But that money thing is not against Chelsea, right? It's not taken against Chelsea, but it is taken against Arsenal. But look at his point. Where did he start? It's literally, this team started from zero. He has not one player that was there. Only Gabriel, if I'm not mistaken. And even Gabriel didn't play when he first took over. It was his first signing, if I'm not mistaken. First signing was Gabriel?
Yeah. The first signing he signed was Gabriel, yeah.
He's a good coach. And I'm like, context. And I gave another, Wallah, these people think I defend Arteta with my life. I'm going to give you an example. Liverpool signed Isak. How brilliant they are. Amazing. Gay and targets, Gay and Isak. Liverpool finished on 100 points. Arsenal finished on 97. Right? Arsenal reached the Champions League semi-final and they lose, like Inter. Right? And he didn't get over the line. Yes, a win is a win. Okay, tell me. Where do you go from here? Do you think the next manager is going to get 100 points for Arsenal? Do you think you're going to go and get, for example, Iraola? People say, give Iraola a chance. Do you think Iraola is going to go to Arsenal, get 100 points then? Or reach the Champions League final in his first season? Do people really think that in their mind, that if Arteta get 95 points, if he gets like 85 points and Liverpool win the league with 10 points or they come third or something, I'll give you that. But if Arteta get like 90-something points and get to the Champions League semi-final or the final, you think if you get Iraola, for example, he's going to win you the league then? If Liverpool get 100 points again?
I think the problem is it's now about, people should stop talking about points totals. It's now about silverware. It's now about showing what you got.
Okay, whatever.
This whole obsession, with points total, it doesn't matter. It doesn't go in your club's history thing. Oh, we finished third, but we got 95 points. Who cares? Who cares? The problem is that he bypassed the cups in his first couple of seasons. I don't mind now because they're in title races. But if he bred a team that was used to winning, then maybe they would have got over the line in the last couple of seasons, and him himself. Now it's about showing results by how many pictures of people showing their armpits at the end of the season. That's what it's all about. 95 points, I couldn't care less. I've won titles of 85, 86 points. I couldn't care less how many points I've got. It's about what I lifted at the end of the season. And that's what most Arsenal fans are on about. They couldn't care less how many points they got this season if it resulted in the Premier League. They won by 1 point, they won by 10 points. They probably wouldn't care if they broke the points record as long as they won the Premier League title.
Do you know?
That's a fair argument that I can't argue with this.
Can I just counterpoint it though, right? Winter Surfer, if they lose by a point, is that a sackable offence then?
They lose by a point.
Yeah.
I think it's.
You're going to sack him. Why are we even thinking about this? Come on.
The problem is, Joe. I always thought before this season that the Arsenal board were happy with him no matter what, right? Wherever they finished in the top four. But now they're going to spend over £300 million this summer. I think this is the first summer there's actual pressure.
So can I give you a scenario that can happen, Surfer? Can I give you a scenario? Can I give you a scenario, Surfer, before you answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
This scenario. He wins the cup double, but he comes third in the league, 15 points behind Liverpool. He gets knocked out to the quarterfinal of the Champions League, Surfer. Let Surfer answer, please, guys.
Okay.
I wouldn't sack him.
You wouldn't?
Nope. I wouldn't sack him. Cup double. I wouldn't sack him. And third in the league. I wouldn't sack him at all. I wouldn't sack him.
Topes? Is that a success?
Yeah. Two trophies.
Two out of
he's got to stay. You can't sack him. He's won 2 trophies out of
and came third and didn't challenge for the league. So you got worse. Okay, the trajectory is going down now, and you reach and you got knocked out to the quarterfinal of the round of 16 of the Champions League. So you got worse. But realistically, you got worse because Crystal Palace won the cup and Newcastle won the Carabao Cup. You got worse. You got lucky. Okay, he got lucky in the draw, in the cup, won the final by penalties, right? You played Leeds in the final. You won, Joe. You played Leeds in the final. You won by penalties in the final of the FA Cup. You won the Carabao Cup. You know, you played Crystal Palace in the final. You won the Carabao Cup. But then you came third in the league. I'm giving you scenarios that can happen and happened before, by the way. Right? And you get knocked out to the round of 16 of the quarterfinal of the Champions League to Napoli or Bologna, whatever, Lazio, whatever team that plays in the Champions League. How do you see the season then? Is that a success for people?
Well, he would have won 2 trophies more in that one season than he has in the previous 6. Also, I can't think of a manager that's been sacked after a cup double in English football history. If you guys know, then let me know. But I can't see a manager.
So let me
remember a manager.
I'm gonna make it more spicy.
Go on.
You lost the Carabao Cup final in penalties, and you won the FA Cup final, but the same scenario. So he won 1 cup only. Okay. We gotta look at football different, guys. It's not only, by the way, it is not only about because Saka missed a penalty, Arteta should get sacked. But if Saka, okay, let me give you an example. So I'm gonna give you an example. In the Carabao Cup final, and people in the chat, open your minds, please, and don't be narrow-minded, okay? Saka's taken the last penalty for Arsenal. Saka missed the penalty in the Carabao Cup final, or Odegaard missed the penalty, versus Odegaard scored his penalty and Raya saved the penalty. We should make the decision about Arteta should get sacked or stay based on a penalty. So a cup double or 1 cup. Think about it like this and you'll know where I'm coming from, right? Context. What did he do? How did he win the cup? How did he do in the league? How is his team playing in the league? Is Gyökeres scoring goals? Is he hindering Gyökeres? Is Saka going backwards? Are you challenging? Are you winning against the smaller teams like you were failing before? Right? That's what you need to look at, right? Instead of like, we won the cup.
Well, I think it's I think it's a stay of execution for the next season. Now, if the next season they finish third, like you said, and no trophies, sacking.
Can I just
that's what I think they do. Without results of the silverware, I think the silverware buys him 1 more season to have a crack.
Doesn't hang on, guys. Doesn't this help like the players? Like if you get a silverware, I mean mentally
of winning, a feel of winning. That's what helps players. Mourinho in his 2 stints with us always said winning the League Cup was important to the group of players because they got a taste of winning. Same with Pep when he was at the City. When he was City, he went hard 4 years in a row. They won the League Cup, so they had the taste of winning to go on and win more trophies. This is the whole point. That's why I think he should have done that in his earlier part of his first few years at Arsenal. Build it up, even though he keeps adding players, and I have no problem with that because every football club does that. But get the core group a taste of winning.
They're young enough as well, aren't they?
Let me do the super chats because I need to do something. Let me do the super chat. Tevin is saying good performance overall. Gurley scoring a goal. They said he wouldn't score in the Prem. Injuries not as bad as first thought. Happy overall. Yes, Tevin. Saka and Odegaard. Saka will be back after the international break, by the way. Odegaard will be back probably in the Liverpool game. So I thought it was a good performance, especially in the second half. First half was lackluster. You didn't play well. Gyökeres actually did a record in the Premier League. Actually, he broke the first record in the Premier League. We all know what that record is. Nobody knows.
No.
What did he do? Sorry, what record, Mo?
What record is that?
He only completed 1 pass in 45 minutes.
Good Lord. I know it's got 2 goals, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
But it doesn't matter. But you know why it doesn't matter? Because Erling Haaland had 11 touches, scored a brace in the first game.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. As long as Arteta's adaptable to the Gyökeres way of playing football, as much Pep was to Haaland, doesn't matter how many. If he gets 3 touches, score a goal.
Sorry,
Why
that
it doesn't work? Why it doesn't work?
Do you know what Erling Haaland's been slagged off for example, at the moment? Because his lack of movement. He's hindering the team because he stands there like a beanpole.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting told now.
If you don't win,
It's
yes.
Like
if you don't win,
by the way, apologies, I'm off camera. I've got a very bad eye infection, and nobody wants to say that at the minute.
You want to take
Sunglasses,
the
innit?
sunglasses? Sunglasses. Here you go.
Oh,
I'm
man.
wearing sunglasses with you. Here you go. I'm right here.
I've got
We do
my
that all the
whole
time.
left eye. No, the whole of my left eye is red as anything. Sunglasses aren't even open it.
It's hard watching
Anyway.
City nowadays, isn't it? Yeah.
But that's the problem, innit? It's hard watching City. Why? Because we're not winning trophies. This is the problem now. You get this, winning trophies is great, but when you don't win it, oh, sack Pep, sack Arteta, sack this guy, sack that guy. There's only 4 trophies to go around, so everyone's going to sack the manager the way everyone's going on.
It's true.
Yeah, man.
Do you know they hate on Arteta? He's overly forced because he's the Arsenal manager, and also is because he rubs people up the wrong way with his demeanor on the touchline and that. It's facts. People don't like him.
But he's annoying, though, bro. He's annoying.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. People say,
As a person, he's annoying. Like to be honest,
I get it.
I think he's annoying. Genuinely, I think he's annoying.
I don't mind him. I just want him
But to be honest with you,
that's it.
If he was my manager, I would love it.
Yeah,
Antonio
exactly.
Conte is annoying, and I loved Antonio Conte. Like, fuck you all, he's my manager.
Yeah.
Like, you're all hating on him. He's my manager. He's irritating all of you. He's my manager, and I know that's
it's 2025. Well, it's 2025. Even I realise that now. Because when Ferguson was winning every single trophy, nobody was sacking all the managers all the time.
No, there wasn't. It's true. True.
Facts.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
This is the problem. 2025 football
living,
fans. 2025 football fans. It's win or bust. End of.
And do you know what's even worse as well, Martin? Yeah, nowadays, apparently, FA Cup and Carabao Cup are nothing.
Don't mean
They're
anything.
nothing. They're nothing.
Don't mean nothing.
That's
If
mad.
you don't
That's
get
mad.
if you don't get one of them, oh no, it's not a major. The fuck
Yeah,
is
It's
that?
no, because
What
it's a global sport, which it is.
It's not a major.
As I got
it's not a
told.
major.
Oh, what,
No,
but
yeah,
no,
exactly.
but it's
Because
a
hang on,
trophy.
this is the problem. I got
It
told the
doesn't
Club
matter.
World Cup means more. The Club World Cup means more than an FA Cup final.
Wow.
It's not a
So
major.
what we're doing it?
Joe, clubs are not compared versus each other in the
No,
Prem.
but I'm not. No, my
Joe,
point is
for you, it's a major. For Arsenal, for Chelsea.
Wait.
I'm
My
responding
point
to
is,
you.
Joe,
Bro,
that's the
my point
problem.
is,
What
there
Mo's just
wasn't
said is
ever a
right, and
fucking
that's the problem.
conversation over what's a
You know,
major.
Man City are not compared. I'm sorry, with all due
My
respect,
point,
Joe.
no, you're not listening to my point.
I'm
Is
gonna listen.
when I
Here you go,
was
I'm gonna
younger,
listen.
when I was younger, growing up, there was no such conversation of, oh, you didn't win one at majors, though. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a
No.
new thing. That's
Okay, let me-
social
Trophy.
Okay,
media.
yes. And I agree with you, but we gotta evolve with football. I'm gonna tell you the difference, Joe. Man City are not. I'm sorry, Man City are not compared to Everton or Crystal Palace. You know what Man City are compared to? Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Bayern Munich. That's what Man City are competing with.
Mhm.
Because why? Because they are a global brand. Because kids go around in New York, in the academy in New York. They're like, I am in a Man City academy. I'm in the Bayern Munich academy. That's what global brand is. And that's why the cup is a local trophy. It's good
Be
and
careful
everything.
what you wish for. Be careful
No,
what
but
you wish
you
for.
get my point. I
100%.
went to New York. And I saw the kids wearing Man City shirts in the street.
But
And I know
Mo,
these kids.
but Mo,
these
no,
kids.
I'm sorry. I'm going to sound like an old fart here, and I don't care. That's not.
You
not
cannot,
that's
old
not
man.
a trophy.
Like
It's not.
me.
I don't care. It's arrogant young
I
people
know.
that seem to
It
think that
is.
football
But we are
is,
in the
you know,
world. But we're in the world of social media. And
We're
we
a
gotta live with
different
it.
planet, mate. This time.
We're in a different
Yeah.
world. You know what I mean? I remember back in the days I'm old enough, right, to remember when teams used to win the European Cup, like Cup Winners' Cup or the other cup. It's a great tournament. It was like everyone used to watch that. Everyone used to watch this, right? I remember like it used to be like this, but now it's different. It's different now. We gotta live with it. And also big
it's
teams are not
cultural
just.
difference.
It is a cultural difference, of course, but football went global, so we have to live with that cultural difference.
No,
Let me
but
finish
Mo,
this.
10 years
Yeah,
ago,
go on.
no one in the UK gave two tiny you-know-whats about the Club World Cup.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah,
that
I
might be
get-
an
I get your
ignorant thing.
point.
It might be
It's
a cultural
different.
thing. You know that. In
It's
the
different
UK,
now. I know it's
it is.
different
I
now.
agree. But people are too reactionary now.
They are.
Yeah, they
Way
are, man.
overreaction, right? You're talking about Arteta. I'm fighting with my own fan base at the minute over Pep Guardiola in or out. This is a guy who's won 18 trophies, and I'm having that debate over one defeat. Come on,
I want to move to City since we have Martin here before, because we have
You really don't.
left.
You really don't.
City and Chelsea. But let me get through these super chats because there's something I need to say. Paul, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Typical Arsenal fans, no balls. Go get another team. That's for Topes. Everyone has different opinion. Everyone has a different opinion. We need to respect different opinions. And guys, we got almost 1,000 people here in the house. Can we get the likes up, people, a little bit? 500 likes live. Come on now. My friend, I am Mikel Arteta in. The main thing I've asked for, the board is back him accordingly so we can see if he's the guy or not. Judge, this summer they have done that. I'm going to do, my friend, Junior, I'm going to do your super chats. I'm just telling you something. Honestly, you're supporting the channel, you're sending super chats. You check with your bank because your super chats get refunded right after the show. It happened before in my channel with someone else, but I'm telling you from now, your super chats, I asked YouTube and Google, your super chats got refunded after the show a couple of times. I'm telling you what happened. It's up to you. Call your bank, you do whatever. I'm just saying. But thank you for the support. The worst ever City team, they won the treble in 22-23 and 23-24. They were unbeaten from mid-December. He's a winner. He's a winner yet? Maybe no. But someone who coached the team to 89 points can't objectively be a bad coach, in my opinion. I'm sorry. That is the argument. That is the response for someone that said a City bad team.
I said compared to the players they used to have back in the day. That's what I meant.
This is a problem, though. What do 89 points get you? Zilch. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many points.
Yeah, but don't get your manager sacked.
No, I'm not. But what I'm saying is now it has to be. You have to show signs of what you do in any job. You have to show signs of what you do. You know what I mean? There is progression, but last year there wasn't. They didn't progress. They went backwards. So actually, it's got to go forward again. So
I understand. He went backwards. Yes,
he went backwards
again.
100%.
The guy is a joker, no football brain, typical. I don't know who you're talking about. Rosie, Bermuda Gooner. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You'll take it.
Yeah, it's all right. Thank you.
Ryan is saying, worst City team won the treble. Speak facts. Second, Arsenal had a total rebuild, and hence the spending talk. Speak facts, man. This is nonsense. That's for Fawzi.
Now listen, I said the worst team in regards to player-wise, quality of the players that they have. I mean, Arsenal was way ahead.
Sorry, I missed that. What?
Yeah,
what?
I'm talking about. Hang on, Martin. Hang on,
Martin. He was defending City.
I was defending your team. I was talking about Arsenal messing about. You know, in the last 2 seasons when they were challenging you, when they were way ahead. If you look at player quality, Martin, in the last 3 seasons, you know, the ones you had before when you was competing with us, it's night and day, in my opinion. If you know what I mean.
He called Pep washed, Martin.
I did, Martin. I did, Martin. What are you gonna do about it, mate? I'm not hiding.
Arsenal fans.
I just stepped me 18 trophies on the table.
Arsenal fans get high from slagging their club to get fame. But Topes didn't do this.
No, I didn't slag them off. I was happy with the win.
They enjoy rivals validation. Lol, you are a supporter. Enjoy and back your team.
No way. Listen, I just want us to win trophies. That's literally it. That's all I want. I don't care about validation from other fans. I just want my team to be the best, man. And look, when the team's not winning trophies, I'm upset about it. That's literally it. So yeah,
these Arsenal fans it's a very broad brush to say these Arsenal. Yeah. I've watched them do their watch-alongs. They're backing Arsenal to win the game. They're backing Arsenal to score. They celebrate when they score. They just want them. They just have a different opinion on the manager.
Let me tell you something. I was watching Troops watch along. Right. I swear to God. You know, Troops, Arteta out.
Yeah.
Troops went crazy when Arsenal scored. Like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, it's just same as me. Like, when I was hating on when my team scores, I'm over the moon, bro. It doesn't matter what game it is. Only Arsenal spend money, madness. Yeah, but other people spend money as well. Francis. Yeah. So, but also, Francis, Other teams spend money, but they win the league or the Champions League.
Trophies.
Guys, we have to be honest in both. We have to have both arguments. You consider yourself a big team. You spend the money. The league or the Champions League should arrive.
To Man United?
Man United are rubbish, and you know that.
But you said they spend money, that's all, and they have.
Man United spend money, but hold on, Joe. But that's why everyone makes fun of them, right?
I know, I'm joking. It's just this Man United.
He spent $1 billion over 6 years on a team that was neglected for decades. I said that point. Whole of the top 6 is spending. Arsenal are not a vacuum. Only way to compete. Yeah, they need to spend the money to compete.
I don't think anyone here has said anything bad about you spending money.
But yes, now he should be judged on silverware. He's also coming back and said he should be judged on silver. Man says 2 trophies. I dream of winning the Carabao.
They're starving, Mo. They're starving.
Honestly, it's so bad.
I didn't win the league Inter for 10 years, right? I didn't make the Champions League for 6. It didn't matter if my manager won the cup. If they don't win the league, they have to go.
That's understandable.
Okay.
Inter Milan.
That's understandable.
And Arsenal are big. 13 league titles, numerous cups, one of the biggest fan bases around in the world. Great stadium.
They didn't.
Great fan base.
They didn't sack Wenger for. He went 9 years without winning a trophy, and then just won cups. So they still didn't sack him with the same majority of the same board.
The FA Cup Arteta won was not a taste of winning. Very
no,
fair
because
question.
it wasn't his. It wasn't his.
Yeah, it wasn't his team.
It wasn't his team.
I think
it
was completely different formation. He played 3 at the back. He doesn't do that anymore. So yeah.
Even Saka was there, but he was on the bench. He didn't do anything. Do you know what I mean? There's no one there. There's literally
Tevin, I want to thank you, Tevin, for the support for the channel. He meant Gyökeres autocorrect on my big up, Tevin. This is your super chat, Tevin. He meant Gyökeres girlies. Oh my God.
That's a terrible.
Do you know what was mad on that Gyökeres goal? And it shows the power of YouTube and social media now. Did you see his celebration when he was giving it the old hair?
Well, the flick.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Did you see they asked him on Sky? They asked him on Sky.
I know.
And he said it's a response. Does anybody know who made the
Yeah.
But
it's mad, isn't it? It shows the power. It shows the power.
It's crazy. It is crazy.
Bro, Lee's global. We all know that Liga is global. Big up Dio. Thank you, Habibi. You don't need to do that. When Arteta wins, which rival fans and haters begin to analyze how many points he won in the league with
and everyone else was shit. Oh,
and
well,
then talk about
shit.
they had luck draw in the cup tournaments and stuff like this. By the way, when he won the FA Cup, I swear to God, I saw people say, how did he win it? He stunk his way up to winning the FA Cup. I was like, bro, people always find ways to slag off managers. Always. Big up. Zayn, I'm sorry, it's not just the young fans. Arsenal older fans wanted Wenger out, even though he won 2 FA Cups in 4 years. At the end, it depends on the club. It depends on how the club is. It depends how the club is. I get you then. Indie Bomba. What Bomba then? Oh my God. I hate that when the Bomba happens when the show is there. Bomba. What Bomba? Checking. Is anybody checking Twitter for me?
I don't have Indie notifications. He's still on.
I haven't.
I don't have him.
Wolves have turned down the first official bid of 50 million from Newcastle United. And Larson. Wolves continue to insist the striker is not for sale. He should. I'm going to tell you guys something. I think he should go on strike and shouldn't play for the club again. And he should leave the club and not go for training and fake an injury. No, absolutely. No. They are holding him hostage. No, Trent Larson. Free Larson. Free Larson. Free Larson, people.
Tell him to release a statement first.
Same energy.
Stop, guys. Come on, man. Let's move on. Let's move on, man.
Free Larson. Let's do. Free Larson. Free Palestine and free Larson. Let's do it.
Move on. What's the next subject, man?
Free Larson. Oh, my God. I want to see Liverpool fans now saying, why don't Newcastle up their bid and spend the money that they asked for? Oh, my God. Liverpool fans are going to come and say, why don't Newcastle match the valuation for Wissa? Oh, they're incompetent. They should get Wissa. They should pay the asking price for Wissa now. Oh, my God. Newcastle incompetent. What are you saying now, Fozzy?
Pay the money,
now?
pay the money,
What
man. Pay the money. Pay the money. Pay the money in Newcastle, man. You know, pay the right price. It's just like you asked
pay
for
the
Liverpool.
money. Yes,
Well,
exactly.
Mo,
Pay the
Mo,
money.
who promised Strand Larsen he could leave though? Because I need to have the cryptic message from him that comes out that said he was promised.
Yeah, bro. He's gonna
Doesn't
release
tell
the
us who
text
or
about
what he
him
was
promised to leave a week ago.
Yeah, we're gonna find out he's promised in May that he was allowed to leave for stuff like that. You know.
Brie Larson. Anyway, Manchester City smashed against Tottenham Hotspur. Did they get smashed or they didn't?
They got smashed.
After the first 10-15 minutes, I think they did.
Yeah.
Thought mine will know better. I thought City were good for the first 10 minutes.
Martin, what happened in the stadium, Martin? How did it? Why you missed a couple of chances?
Just because you heard of somebody else that the stadium was toxic.
Was it mine?
No. I was asking about the football. I was asking about the football. No, the stadium was not. I was asking about the football. After you missed the chances, Haaland and Marmoush, it kind of went flat in terms of chances. What happened?
Yeah, it was. It was a funny game because I came away from it. I thought we were piss poor. Then I watched it back yesterday and I thought we weren't as bad as what I thought we were. But it wasn't great. Wasn't great at all. First 10. There's a problem for me at the minute. We've gone 2A to Z. That was the youngest 11 we've played in 15 years, and it showed. It absolutely showed. I'm not keen on the style. I think it's too, as I've christened it, Mario Kart football, because everyone's trying to race each other now to the ball. We're trying to knock the ball up to the strikers at 100 miles an hour. Everything's got to be done in warp speed. I'm like, what is this? I was a bit shell-shocked. I thought we'd quicken the pace up, but I didn't think we were going to quicken it up that quick. I thought it was the complete opposite to what I've seen Pep Guardiola play for 10 years. If I'm going to be honest with you.
Why?
And the one thing we missed was, I know everyone's christened them the unks and they want them all out. I thought we missed one of them. I thought we needed a Gundo or a Bernardo or just someone in that midfield to take the sting out of it for 5 minutes and just play some sideways passes. Take the sting out of the game, calm it all down and go again. But it was Nico Gonzalez was a completely different player without Bernardo Silva there holding his hand. Reinders didn't know whether to go forward or come back. He then swaps over them both and makes Reinders the 6 and Nico G the 8. Then he takes Nico G off. Churka, bless his heart, runs around a lot but doesn't do a lot else. Oscar Bob's a kid. Rico Lewis ain't ready. I mean, it was just very confusing. It was very, very... James Trafford, I felt for him because he just had the shadow of Donnarumma over the guy's head. And you could see that. He was trying too hard. We were trying to do silly things like 2-yard passes out from the back. There's playing out from the back and then there's that on Saturday.
Martin, can I ask a question, man? Can I ask a question? Yeah, don't you think... listen, I'm not going to rule out Man City. I'm not that naive. I'm not that stupid. Don't you think it's good to try these players at the beginning of the season rather than in important stages of the season? I know like you lost the game and all that stuff, but at least it shows to you like playing these players in this game, like a big game like this, it's not for them. Next time, like you said, you could try the Gundogan's and the Bernardo Silvas and players like that.
Selling them. Gundogan's going, Akanji's going, Kovacic's on the shopping block. Because all anyone cares about now is Donnarumma and Rodrigo. That's all anyone cares about now.
You do need experience there, mate.
I'm going to tell you something about Donnarumma. You get Donnarumma, you got the same problems exactly like...
Wasn't you guys talking about like Donnarumma about his kicking ability? Isn't Man City about kicking?
Bro, he's shit.
So what's that going to improve?
He's shit. He's shit, bro. James Trafford had a better style than him. Man, if Pep Guardiola's and I'm being honest, if Pep Guardiola's insisting on having his goalkeeper being an outfield player like this, he cannot get Donnarumma. It's the same. Everyone is just gonna press him. He's not good. He is absolutely shit with his feet. He might be a great shot stopper, yes, but Man City didn't lose because the shot stopping, right? He lost because the goalkeeper can't pass the ball from the back.
Do you know Trafford Trafford should have gone to Newcastle, man. If they're going to buy Donnarumma, what was the point, honestly? Listen, he's going to be a quality keeper. I think if they buy Donnarumma, it's a totally miss move, man. He should have gone to Newcastle and been number one.
Yes.
I just think they should keep faith with him and let him be number one at City. But if they're going to go bring in Donnarumma, I just think it's a bit shitty for him, man. It's going to stunt his growth and he should be number one, man. Silly move, in my opinion, especially for 30 mil and then to sit on bench. I mean, Martin, you'll have your opinion, but I just think, yeah, he's made the wrong move, man. Should have gone to Newcastle if they bring in Donnarumma.
Can I tell you guys something? Man City attack is not as strong as we think.
It is if you play it properly. No, it is if you play it properly.
Exactly. Of course, yes. If you play to their strength, yes. But I'm saying you'd not play into their strengths, and that is the problem. It's the same as imagine if Liverpool play a different way and it's not getting the best out of Hincapie or Gakpo. We're gonna sit him. Gyökeres, for example. Football is not only about the names. We don't have, with all due respect, we don't have Ronaldinho, we don't have R9, we don't have Zidane, we don't have Messi.
Apparently it is, Mo. That's what I get told. It's all about the profiles of the names now.
Yeah, but it's not. We watched it. We watched Marmoush struggle on that left wing because he was asked to be a touchline winger. And he was never a touchline winger. Never. The guy is a second striker. When he played brilliant for City last season when he was behind Haaland, cutting inside, going to be behind the forward. Now he's being asked to play on the side.
No, but the trouble is, Mo, you got Ryan Cherka. Ryan Cherka at one point, he was meant to be deployed as a floating 10. He played everywhere but that role.
Yeah, he was getting the ball from the defenders.
He's in the number 6 at one point.
Yes,
I'm like,
I saw
I've
that.
never seen Kevin De Bruyne do that. I've never seen Kevin De Bruyne go and collect the ball from defenders.
Foden should save him, eh?
Can I ask you something, Martin? And I said
the fan base don't like him now either.
I wanna ask something about Phil Foden for real. I wanna ask something, and this is a genuine question. It's not a dig. It's nothing.
Well,
are Man City are gonna come out and tell us why Phil Foden is not starting games? Is he injured? Is there something going on in the background? Like what Arsenal did. For example, at least Arsenal PR worked in favor of Odegaard. They told us he had a kid, he had problems, blah, blah, blah. Manchester United with Sancho. You know what I mean? He has problems. Are Man City going to defend their boy and tell us what is going on with him? Or is it a performance issue?
They just said he's carrying an knock.
So he's injured. But how are you injured? And
I don't know if it is a performance issue. He's played 10 minutes. I don't know if that's a performance issue.
Martin, can I just ask, Martin, how much do we have to take in that somehow this is just a curse with Spurs, though? Do you know what I mean? It's just like you guys, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with you and Spurs, but they just seem to show up, you know.
No, listen, I'll give Spurs credit. Spurs were very good.
No, but I mean, even like
Thomas Frank.
They just put out a result though.
I think it was more of Thomas Frank. I don't believe in all this superstition nonsense. Right. I think it's more of a Thomas Frank knows how to play us, and his tactics were spot on. Thomas Frank's tactics were spot on. Listen, I'm not going to panic. It's 2 games in.
Yes.
I said this. Next week against Brighton, we may play like that and smack them 5-0, and then everyone's happy again. And this is the problem. That the style we're playing is basically it's going to be a decision between risk and reward.
Yeah.
Some weeks we're going to get lots of reward, and other times we're going to look risky as hell. And that's what's worrying me. We've gone too A to Z, as I call it. We've gone from total control, boring football, as people call it, to just all-out chaos.
Yeah.
All-out chaos. And it doesn't suit our players.
Yeah.
It doesn't suit our players. When you've got certain players that have played a certain way for 10 years, and then all of a sudden you're going to go, right, we're going to throw that out the window and we're going to start again. I don't know if anyone noticed this, but on Saturday, because I thought the rule was only one person was in the technical area. At one point, Pep was there, Colo was there, and Pep Linders was there, all barking orders at each other.
Wow.
I'm like, who's the manager here? I've got Colo Torres screaming at the defence, Pep's trying to scream at everyone, and Pep Linders is screaming at the attack. And I was confused. God knows how the players. No, there's no crisis. Behave. Don't start that because you want clicks. Behave. Get down in your box.
I'm expecting a big season from Foden, though, because I've been saying this.
Why is Mark Goldbridge allowed to do Man City in crisis and I'm not?
Because
I'm the biggest YouTuber out there is saying Man City.
Well, for number one, you use your real name. Number two, you actually support him. And number three, you don't put all the fake shit up like he does. I'm not going to listen to some B-Tech Forest fan who makes money off it.
There we go.
Anyway,
listen, you want to have a chat with Brent, you have a chat with Brent. You know what I mean?
Brent.
But I can ask, anyone seen Chelsea being ahead of City this season?
No.
That's been 10 games. That's been 10 games.
But you think it's a possibility? Because listen to this. Topes, do you see Chelsea ahead of Arsenal this season?
No.
Fawzi, do you see Chelsea ahead of Liverpool this season?
No chance.
But the City fan is saying in 10 games. That means you don't trust your team.
I think he's saying in 10 games, it won't even be a conversation, I think.
It won't be a conversation.
No, what I'm saying is, I need to see end of the window.
See?
I need to see at the end of the window, and I need to see whether this style of play will continue.
He's also factoring his own team style of play, like you just said, A to Z, whether it's like, it's going to be like it was against Wolves, or is it going to be like against Spurs?
Are we going to play like that against every single team? Because I think you can get away against, and this is no disrespect, the lower teams.
You're going to say Leeds, aren't you?
No, Joe wasn't. But if we're going to play like that against United, not even United, well, United's different because it's a derby. You know what derbies are like.
Yeah.
Just chucked out the window with them. Like Liverpool or Arsenal. If we go gung-ho against them, God knows what's going to happen. I joked with Osama, said the Liverpool City game could end up 5-5.
Freaking hell.
It seriously could, the way looking at that yesterday.
Yeah.
Now, we did look better when Rodri and Foden come on. When Rodri and Foden came on, we actually looked very good again. Trouble is, they're coming on in the 80th minute. The game's gone.
Yeah, that was...
Rodri, to be honest with you, looked a little bit slower.
He was already slow, you know what I mean? And he had an ACO, so it's not going to get any faster, is it? Yeah.
I'll tell you what didn't help. Notice. If you look at Rain ain't Nori's injury didn't help.
No.
If you look at the way we were deploying him, and then Nathan Ake comes on, Nathan Ake can't do Rain ain't Nori's job.
Can't do it. He hardly went. Yeah, he hardly approached the pen.
Did he even go forward?
I
remember.
There was no support. There was no support on that side whatsoever. So I felt sorry for Doku on that when he came on.
We were just very unbalanced, and there was no fighters. Nico Gonzalez for me, I'm not sure he's going to make it.
Yeah.
Really not. I look at him and I think I'm not sure.
Yeah, he looked a bit by the occasion like he didn't know what hit him basically. He just looked a bit out of his depth.
Yeah. Well, I'm not panicking. Listen, it's one game. Spurs deserved it. We move on. I'll judge it after 10 games. But like I said, everyone's sat Pep now. Everyone's got into crisis mode again.
Yeah.
It was the one thing we didn't need was an early defeat on the back of last season. We didn't need that.
Yeah.
So it sent everyone into chaos mode again.
Can we talk about Spurs getting top 4?
Again, is ahead of who?
Chelsea?
Yeah, not going to
ask me after October.
No,
Spurs always start like this and then October 4.
Why did you pick Chelsea?
Because I think they're probably the likeliest. I mean, Chelsea slapped up a terrible West Ham side, but then struggled the week before against Palace. So we're not just being reactionary to that performance. Listen, well, throw City in there if you want after 10 games, like Martin says. I don't know. I just think we need to have a conversation about Spurs because Thomas Frank is as good as he is. And let's wait and see what they get by the end of the window. There's still 7.
So why didn't you pick City, who have 3 points, when you picked?
All right, well, City or Chelsea. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It
matters.
Liverpool,
you know it matters. You know why it matters, right?
Yeah, go on.
Because for Spurs to get top 4, that means one of them is gonna play bad. It's not about Spurs playing good. Spurs can play as good as they can unless you think Spurs are going to get like 80 points.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but
No,
I'm telling you, Joe, anybody from Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City that gets less than 80 points, they're failing.
okay.
With all due respect, with the money that is spent,
for a chance at top 4, in anyone's opinion.
there is a chance. There's always a chance, but it's a slim chance.
Okay.
Very slim.
Context is key. If Chelsea are healthy and Chelsea keep their team and they don't get major injuries, they are finishing top 4 and they should be ahead of the pack. And if Chelsea actually are in a rumble for top 4, they should absolutely look at Maresca, because that is not progression.
The thing is with Spurs, you expect them to be like this, especially with getting new players and new manager in the first place. I mean, it's a new manager bounce, new player bounce. It's going to be looking good in the beginning, but I want to see when the struggles start happening if they could recover from that. If you know what I mean. So this is how I see it with Spurs. It's great, it's great football. They're playing great. It's just a new manager bounce. We talked about, I think, Chelsea a couple of seasons ago, Mo, about that, and I said it's just new manager bounce, and then all of a sudden everybody's jumping the gun saying they're going to be challenging for the title, and I said no, they're not. They're going to drop off. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, this was last season, and what happened? They dropped off. So
it's been the last 3 seasons.
I think Thomas Frank said. I think it's deeper than a manager bounce for me. Thomas Frank's a top.
No, they've got good players as well. Don't get me wrong, Joe. They've got good players as well.
Yeah.
They have probably they're going to have signing of the season in Kudus, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's going to have signing of the season. No, in Kudus. Kudus is better than Savinho. Savinho is not worth the 80 million you want. You're going to scam Spurs for 80 million. Oh my, that's just mad, bro.
Pay the money and I'll drive. They're offering 80 million. I'm going to drive him down to London.
Watch, guys. Let's do this before we end the show. Liverpool waited 30 plus years to win.
Yes, I was here. Thank you.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that you're saying sack Arteta, but you waited 30 plus years to win the league.
Football fans won't wait. Football fans won't wait 30 minutes now.
That's true.
Chelsea fan Blaze here saying this Spurs high personally triggers me. 6 games in preseason, they couldn't break any low block, Wickham and Luton included, but now they're gonna overtake us. It's funny. Yeah, yes, Blaze, because they play the Man City team. I think Spurs are gonna be good. The one that I'm now thinking I'm going to get wrong in this season is Man United, because I picked them to finish 5th or 6th. I think I'm going to get it wrong.
They look so key.
Mo, they second half, their midfield of Mason Mount and Bruno.
Oh,
I didn't say they were back.
This talk of Mainu going out on loan. This talk of Mainu going out on loan.
I know you don't like Kobe Mainu, but I genuinely said 2 years ago for the guy's health, mental health, Kobe Mainu, and for his development, he should leave that club.
Yes, agreed.
He should leave that club.
The same thing.
Fawzi, you literally said that. Me and Fawzi did the show. I think we had a Man United fan, and they got triggered. They got triggered when we said Kobe Mainu should leave the club. And they're like, why? And I said, for his development. He's an English player.
Coming on in that game's a madness when Ugarte came on, Mason Mount.
Maguire up front.
It's mental.
Crazy.
And that's bad
like
as well.
Bruno,
sorry, this is a poor indictment of a manager who's supposed to be top tier. When you're bringing on, when you're 1-1, you're changing 2 centre backs. You're bringing on Harry Maguire, and who was the other one? Heaven. What is that?
To play strikers.
Yeah, mental. I'm sorry, it's mental. The guy is terrible. He's terrible.
The club is too big for him.
Lenny Euro should leave.
Probably the club is too. Probably I didn't see this, to be honest. I gotta admit I was wrong. I didn't see that the club is too big for him. He looks stressed.
He does, man.
Bro.
I said that to Saeed and Nuruddin. I said that to them.
Arteta didn't look that stressed on the touchline. Bro, what is this?
Not so early, man.
The guy is
shows white t-shirts.
Has he got like less wins than games or something, or points than games?
Yeah, 29 and 28. 29
games,
28
man,
points.
That's bad. That is bad.
He's still
29
not won
games, 28.
In 29 games, he's not won 2 in a row yet.
And the way they were gassing up after they got beat at home by Arsenal. They got beat.
And
they were going, oh my God, we were...
To be honest with you,
it's crazy. They played better last year when they played us, and they got a draw. They should have battered us last year at Old Trafford. They should have been like 4 or 5-1. This year, one save. That's it.
They made David Raya make 2 saves.
We'll see how it goes next. We'll see how it goes. To be honest with you, they need to get a midfielder. But anyway, listen, people. I want to thank everyone that joined us. Just a Joe Football Show. He has the show now at 3:30. So go there to Joe Football Show. Check out. And also check out his watch along tonight for Newcastle and Liverpool. Big up Topes for joining us. Topes is upcoming content creator, guys. So go and support him on the channel. LFC, of course, Red Forever. Foz's channel, of course. And, of course, the Mancunian Way. You cannot miss it. It's everyday content with Martin and everyone. I want to thank everyone that is here. I'm now going to go to MHF with me, Hussam, and Pete, the Newcastle fan, with a couple of more people. Of course, that would be something.
Good.
Right, that would be something
Good luck
on that show.
Good luck.
And I will see you guys there. I will see you guys on the other channel. And we are out of here, people.